Hello everybody. Today we're going to show you how to balance a tire and wheel assembly on the Hunter Road Force Elite Balancer. One of the first things we're going to go ahead and show you is how to select a vehicle so we can identify which collet we're going to use for our particular tire and wheel assembly here. So to do that, we'll go over here to the left side of the screen and select our spec book, and we can go ahead and identify the make of the vehicle as well as the year, and then we can select our model. At that point, it's going to go ahead and tell me I'm going to be using the yellow collet for this particular 2018 Chevy Camaro. In this case, the vehicle that we're using today is not listed in our database. So what we'll do is go ahead and select a collet from our kit down below, and then we can take that to our tire and wheel assembly. And in this case, this one doesn't quite fit, so we'll go ahead and go back and grab the next size up. When selecting a collet, we should be mindful to select one with a taper that's going to fit the inner bore of the wheel without bottoming out on either the collet or any internal features within the wheel. This is an important step that is commonly missed, and if missed, could result in improper mounting and improper balance. So we'll use my speed clamp here, and I'll double tap my pedal to engage the clamp. And now we're ready to go ahead and drop the hood on the balancer. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and do our balance spin, and my balancer is going to go ahead and give me my weight amounts up on the screen. So I can go ahead and get my weights ready at this point. All right, so once the balancer has spun up the tire and wheel assembly, and it's given me my balance numbers, I can now decide how I want to place the weight on the tire and wheel assembly. So the balancer is going to go ahead and default to using a single tape weight in this case, as indicated here on the screen. But I have the option to toggle through a few different setups. So I can actually toggle this to using 2 tape weights instead of just the single tape weight. Or I can opt into using a inside clip weight as well as an outside tape weight. Or I can opt to do 2 clip weights on the inside and outside of the rim lips as well. Okay, so for today we're going to go ahead and use the single weight solution that the balancer found for us. And in some cases I may need to actually move that weight placement a little bit to avoid any sort of anomalies on the rim as far as the profile of the inside of the rim. So to do that, I can go to my measurement screen here on the left hand side, select that, and then up here on the top right we can click on Enable Dragging. And now I have the ability to actually change the location of this weight to avoid any sort of anomalies on the rim. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close that out after we've went ahead and moved that weight. And now the balancer is actually going to take the tire and wheel, and it's going to take that weight placement and put it at bottom dead center. It's going to use the bottom lower laser to actually show me where to place that weight. Bring that weight location to bottom dead center, and using the laser as guidance, I can place my weights in the correct position. It's important to understand that the laser is showing the correct center line placement of the weight along the circumference of the wheel, but it does not indicate the correct weight placement horizontally. That location is shown on the screen and should be matched accordingly. And at this point I can drop my hood for my check spin. Balancer is going to go ahead and check the balance one more time, and if everything's good it's going to give me OK on the screen. At this point this tire and wheel assembly is balanced.